I'm sorry, what you say?
Hold on. We're gonna wait till the countdown. Welcome to the News You Can Use podcast. This is episode 18. I am your host, Big Surf God, and today we got a special guest. Go and introduce yourself to the people.
My name is C-RA. Thank you for having me today. From Houston, Texas, of course.
Yes. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you come from? You said Houston already, but tell the people a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, of course, born and raised Houston, Texas, Southwest. Born and then just kind of move around from there. Ended up on the spring side. You know, this rap thing kind of started like beginning of COVID. Somebody handed me a beat and was like, "Hey, shoot for the stars."
Oh,
Not
man.
both of us not really thinking we could do it, just kind of messing around. But hey, rolled the joint, sat in my car early in the morning, and was like, "All right, whatever first come to my mind, I'm gonna type it in my phone, and I'm gonna just go from there. Whatever I got, I got." And
That's
from
dope.
there, I've been kind of just teaching myself, listening, watching, learning different podcasts, different hanging around different people, going in the studio, and just learning from what I can get from them and trying to like perfect my craft a bit.
That's what's up. So, tell me a little bit about your upbringing. Um, you know.
All right, but upbringing. So, man, upbringing. So my first like career pathway is a chef. So in high school, I kind of had to make the decision. I did have to make the decision. It was either go to band in Orlando or go to not Fort Worth, Texas. Can't even remember Waco, Texas for a culinary competition. And like that was my moment, like right there, kind of like to set my pathway for the future. Like my main pathway is in music, is in food. So music and food, like little growing up, like when my family would get together, it was just we was always eating something. Anybody's birthday, holidays, of course, Christmas coming around, New Year's. When I saw extended family, it was everybody coming to eat. And I would be asking my aunt. My aunt would watch everybody eat, make sure everybody's good. And I'm like, why don't you sit down and eat? She would wait till everybody else got their second, third plate, to go plates, all of that. And she was like, well, I cooked for y'all. Like the pleasure I get was from y'all eating my food. Not me sitting down and eating. I'm the host. So like as a little kid, I was like, I love that. I love putting your love and your soul into something for other people to eat and like literally feed off of that by the food and what you all the love you put in it. And I fuck
Right.
with that. My
Feed your
grandma,
soul, right?
yeah, my grandma, my mom. So it's just like I always felt happy eating their food, and they felt happy with other people eating. So it's like that's how I jumped into that part. But then music too. What came to food, came the alcohol and the music too. So yeah, we eating, we drinking, and we got music playing from all eras. So I remember little getting my first CDs was Michael Jackson. Everything was Michael first. The first download, first CDs, first albums was Michael. So just going through, listening what my parents listened to, Rick James and Bobby Brown and just Whitney Houston. You got the oldies coming up. Uh, I actually Houston we known for, of course, I chopped and screwed. I slowed down music.
Yeah.
I hated it when I was younger.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it when I was younger. I actually, truthfully, didn't appreciate my city until I left for college to go to New York. And I lived in New York for 2 years. And I was like, damn, I had to leave to appreciate what I already had. So before college hit, I started listening a little bit. But really, like in college, I was like, oh, my city the shit. Houston the shit. So then I started loving the chopped and screw music. I don't know, and I'm trying to kick my little child self like, what the hell was wrong with you? Like I'm so confused. But all of that culture, I didn't get really get the essence of until I left and came back. So that Houston didn't really kick in for me until really 12th grade college era for me.
Okay, so who was some of your favorite artists growing up? If you wasn't listening to Screw, who was you listening to?
Michael,
Michael.
Michael, Beyonce. Man, who else? Michael and Beyonce were my Michael when Michael died. I remember the whole situation. Like Michael was my main one, and I just listened to anything my mom and my dad would listen to. So then Earth, Wind and Fire. Like I was definitely in that. Come middle school, that was early to like 2007 and stuff. I was on my punk rock shit. I didn't fuck with hip hop. It was punk rock, Evanescence. So I was rock until eighth grade because I moved. So I was in Cypress, Stafford. So those are, they more, Cypress was more Hispanic white, Stafford was just mainly white. And then we moved to like Spring area, North Side. So it was like I was culture shock as the fuck. Like my mom would tell me, she would call me on the phone and she was like, I would have thought you, if I didn't know you was my child, I would think you was a little white girl. I was just proper. I had my straight long hair in the middle of my back. I was just, that's what I was around. So then when I got a part of my culture, it was like, these are some niggas. Like, oh my God. Like, Pretty Ricky. Who? Look, what? Like, not that I didn't know all these people and didn't listen to them. I just wasn't heavy. So then eighth grade came and it was like, shit. I would have people, my friends, whether it was in Cyprus or whether it was in the hood, not hood, Spring, it was, I had people write me down lists of music. I would have pages of songs like, hey, what you listening to? Write it down for me and I'll go listen. So I just, at middle school, then everything started to merge. So I had my rock, and then I had my R&B, hip hop come in. So then Little Wayne, I was heavy. Little Wayne, Young Money when that started happening, and of course when Young Money started happening, Drake had me on a chokehold and still has me on a chokehold today. You can't tell me shit
Hey,
about
I like
Drake.
me. I like me some Drake too. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, it hits. Whether you think he's singing too much, whether you think, oh, he ain't rapping enough. First of all, he can do both. Second of all, it's just he gonna have a hit regardless. So just that area music, The Weekend coming out, Janae Aiko, that vibey shit. When LimeWire, I don't know if you remember
Yeah, yeah.
LimeWire, that
Live
elite.
wire. Yeah,
I
we're
would
about the same
download all
age.
my shit from LimeWire, and you would find songs like Tyler Creator, heavy on Tyler Creator. I would find unreleased songs on LimeWire. So then jazz started to come into play. The new genres of music coming out. I would just mix them and blend them, and it was just a library of music. But I didn't really. I would honestly say music. It hit another level once I started writing. It told I could hear stuff different, puns and shit differently once I started writing. I'm like, because now that I'm actually doing it as an artist, now I can see the other side. Because you got the consumer side of music to where what you taking in, but then it's a whole nother thing when you start reading the lyrics and breaking shit down and hearing shit and puns and stuff like that. It's totally different.
Yes, 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 yes. So, what was your first experience like? Have you been to like a big studio yet?
So I've been to the producer that hit me up, Nick, love Nick. He found me outside of a poetry spot, literally rolling up like mid like roll. It was like, hey, you an artist? I'm like, I don't know who you are, but I guess. And that's when I was just starting to get back into poetry and starting, writing and shit. So I was like, yeah. So started messing with him, of course, home studios and stuff, and then he took me to Lone Star. They got a studio there, and then I again connections hit up another dude, Hardy Prodigy. He
Yeah.
got a home studio, and then he took me to a studio three. What's that studio? Live at the Pentagon. He took me there, and that was the first like. And then they sponsored by Backwoods, or Packwoods, or whichever one, Backwoods and Packwoods. And that was the first like studio I was in, and that was cool. So even each stage, just seeing people's homes, their home studio, then to go to a school studio, then to go like a studio, like shit was crazy. So I definitely want to hit them back up again because that was just that was I don't know that feeling is like to be like damn I started out in my car like what started out in my car rapping now I'm in front of a mic and learning like lingos okay the mic is hot or do your pop-ins or whatever so learning all these words and having people explain that and don't mind explaining the shit to me because I don't know nothing so that
Right.
that that moment was cool.
Beautiful experience, right?
Yeah.
So, what is the music culture out there in Houston right now? Because one of my favorite artists from Texas is Sauce Walker.
I love me some Sauce Walker too.
I love me
Ooh,
some sauce.
Mexican
Ooh,
tea, man. I feel like the music scene right now. Again, I'm still getting deeper into that section of Houston. Starting out as a new artist. So right now, I feel like just in general, even outside of the music, I feel like Houston is changing, and I'm sure this was like probably for the old heads that came before me too. It's just changing because a lot of people that aren't born and raised Houston, Texas are moving here. So you got a lot of influences. Like it's a melting pot. So it's like it's shifting. So you still got people trying to hold on to the authentic chop and screwed and put that element in there, but there are also elements of other things that you can hear. A little bit of Cali, hear a little bit of New York. I know some of my songs that I have written and don't have done yet. Again, with me being in New York for 2 years and having those friends and colleagues and stuff, like some of that tone. I know I pass by some of the people and they be like, "Where are you from?" So sometimes my country accent might come out and I might sound like this to somebody else, but then on a certain day I might be extra hard, and I guess my New York kind of slip out a little bit. So it's just everybody has a mixing pot. So even if kids are born and raised Houston, their parents may not be born and raised Houston. So they get a little bit of everything. So you got the essence, but it's just like the main sound. I feel like you just people just trying to figure out their own specific lane and like make that it instead of like following the straight, chop and screw. And I'm gonna do that slow. But I still would love for artists to keep that same like born and raised Houston to keep that same undertone, that chop and screw, whether you put that on the beat or whether you do it with your vocals or something, because we've if Drake came from Canada and just called his home. He got a ranch out here now. Like, so it's just like people from the outside take their influences too. So I was like, still be grateful for what we have. Like, still keep
yeah.
that home still in the lyrics and stuff.
Got to keep the culture, got to keep the culture right.
Tight.
So, when it comes to this new era of female rappers, I ask this question a lot, and a lot of people. I'm gonna see what you say before I tell you what everybody says.
All
What
right.
do you think?
So I think while I'm happy that any black person, like black people, get your money. That's the number one thing. Get your money.
Right.
At the end of the day, while you're not responsible for what other kids watch, other people's kids watch or whatever. Have First of all, it's internet everywhere. They're gonna find out some which way. You can do
Yeah.
everything you can. They gonna see it. My issue is not my issue, but what I would hope for the female rap to lean forward to, or even the current ones that's popping now, to even like the song Megan released. I love that song because at first I was did a little twerk. I was like, all right, and then I started listening to music like, ooh, okay, this is some different lyrics than what I imagined. And I also like the rock influence she blended into. So it's like we got something else to talk about other than ass. Even for men rappers too, we got something to talk about other than shooting and killing people, robbing, money, and fucking. There's other
I'm so
things to
sick of
talk
that,
about.
man.
Not saying that that's not what you grew up in the hood. Cool. I didn't grow up in the hood, so you're not gonna hear me rap about guns and shit. And if I do, you're gonna hear me say like I'm not about correct myself in it. Like, while I didn't grow up in this, I'm not hard by any means, but I still have my own struggles. Just because I didn't grow up in a hood in gangs and shit, don't mean I didn't sleep on the floor. Don't mean I didn't have no food in my fridge. Like, so you can still give a story without coming off as like I gotta shoot you, kill you, rob you, or yeah, nigga, I'm a what bend that ass over, let the coochie. But ma'am, you got a lip gloss out called what is it? Yellow discharge. That shit, like for me, that's teaching our girls, the young girls, the wrong thing. So yes, while we can be rappers, we had our little Kims back in the day, like we Foxy Browns, we had that. But at the end of the day, like we got a lot more to talk about as women than fucking over niggas and fucking niggas and getting diseases and calling them after lip glosses. We can do better. We can do better.
Yeah.
But I am happy you getting your money. I am happy, but I just want us to do something positive. At least if you getting that money, okay, then okay, go buy your block. Go,
That's
Javante
true.
Davis just bought his block that he lived on. Go do something with it if you gonna play this game of I'ma just do stuff just to get me popping and famous. I'ma just wear whatever and do this and then I'ma switch up my flow later. If that's the case, cool. But at the end of the day, we can't keep going on this thing of I don't know. I'm gonna make a song about fucking, and that's all I got to talk about as a female rapper, and that's not the case. That's not the case. Yes, you got body, great. Be empowered about that. Yes, you can get pregnant and still do your job. Great. Talk about something else.
So, do you feel like the labels sign those kind of artists purposely?
Yeah, because it's industry. Everything industry. Like I watched a documentary over Triple X, uh, and he was saying I took the deal that gave me $100,000 because he was gonna give me more control over it. Over the $1 million deals I would get, and I would have been a slave forever. So industry wise, like they're going to get you and mold you. Okay, well, say this or do that because that's what's gonna make money fast. I'm not interested in making money fast because anything worth having is gonna take a long time to get or it's gonna take some work to get. If it's quick money ain't always good money 9 times out of 10, and then it's hard as a new artist and as somebody who didn't have a lot of money to all of a sudden have so much money. Like this world, especially when you get into a different bracket, man, there's shit that you gonna hear, see. It's just it's too fast. It's too quick. You got to do a steady build. Because if you try to do that shit quick at 6'9", you can go down a list of so many cloud artists that just popped for some clout shit or whatever, and they struggling or not making it, or they can't make the same album, or people grow up, they get out of it. What's the Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang?
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing else from that man. You can't keep making those hits like that. You gotta change. But if you just get in here for this certain niche and that niche is over and that wave is gone, well then you tried out.
Yeah. You see a lot of artists go through that nowadays. How do you feel about the Krishan Rocks and the Gorillas? We already kind of talked about Sexy Red a little bit without saying her name. But how do you feel like how do you think these girls are gonna be around 10 years from now, even 5?
The only reason why I think they'll still be around because social media in the internet is still around. That's just gonna happen regardless. As long as people has a phone, even if she don't ever rap no more, she's still gonna post on Instagram. She's still gonna post on Twitter and these social medias. You still gonna see them. So even if they not like rapping or in the industry, they're gonna be doing something else. What I hope is that they get older and be like, man, I was dumb as fuck. Or what the hell I was talking about, like have some type of hindsight, some growth. I would be disappointed to see them at the same spot that they're in now, but I definitely think they're still going to be some type of relevant. They still going to come back because even old heads that even not necessarily in drama, they come back. They want to actors, musicians. They come back every once in a while, and be like, "Hey, I'm still here." Whether they do something stupid or release a movie or whatever. So as long as social media is around, they're going to be around regardless.
Yeah.
But I just hope they mature as they go. But they start out so young on being famous and stuff that it's like that maturity comes slower. It's like just a slowdown. It's like money. It's like I got money and I'm 19 and now yeah I'm 20 or 21, 22, but I still ain't mature enough. Got a kid. I'ma just have to pay somebody to do this or do that. Like it ain't no thing. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna eat it up. There's always gonna be an audience for them. So as long as there's an audience and internet, they're gonna be around forever.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
So as an artist, how would you uh explain your music? The sound.
Um, my sound, I really do honestly still feel like I'm trying to find a specific sound. Even people that I've shared my music with, they're like, I hear it. First of all, they do give me a compliment on how far I've come with just with starting out pretty much with nothing, just being like in this for 3 years. But then they're like, I hear that you can do this, but I want to hear you. I still hear the influences. So you hear the maybe the Drake or a pun from here and there. You don't hear me. So it's like I'm still working on that because especially at the beginning, I didn't like my voice. All right, like I just so I know I smoke and I drink to help
Yeah.
me get more of a deeper voice or a rasp to it the way I like it. Um, but for now, I think my music is like I don't know. I won't say definitely not woke, not like a Kendrick Lamar. Like so it's like a mix. If I could just mix it between artists that people know, a Kendrick Lamar, a Drake, and like I don't know people. This is not a popular female rapper. I would say like Ciroc is a female rapper. So it's a mix. It's kind of whatever beat I get, whatever tone that gives me, I go that direction. If I'm doing a feature with a song, I could not like the beat. There was a feature I had, I didn't like the beat at first, but then when I started hearing the other person's lyrics, I was like, okay, I got something for this. And it's like I feed off of that. So it's not necessarily like right now, I don't think I have a solid like, oh, I'm woke rap or I'm this
Still
rap.
trying
It's
to
kind of
figure
just
it out,
like,
right?
yeah, I'm just fluid. I'm fluid. If I feel it, I feel it. And if I spit on it, I spit. But if not, then I'm just gonna push it aside. So there's so many beats that I got that I wrote maybe a few verses to, but now I don't feel it no more because art to me is still a feeling. If I'm not in that mood and that energy, I'm not gonna push it and force it. I'm gonna come back to it when I feel that again.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, name some of the artists and producers that you've worked with so far.
Hardy Prodigy has been my main.
Shout out Hardy.
Yeah, shout out Hardy. Been my main artist that I've worked with, featured with, been in his home studio, and then Nick Vaughn. I think he changed his Instagram. I think his Instagram name is Nick Vaughn. That was my first producer that got me to even meet Hardy, to introduce me to some people. They're my two main ones. So again, I'm still new coming out, posting more and doing all that stuff. We just got finished with a music video for Bad Habits, my song with Hardy
Okay.
Prodigy featuring on it. So I can't wait for that to come out. But yeah, Hardy is like my main ride or die right now. He's helping me get interviews and on stage and shows and stuff. So I definitely would love to link with any other artists and producers, especially if y'all in Houston.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. You think you ready for South by Southwest yet?
Oh shit! And I thought about that. I thought about stuff like that, and I'll be like, man, like that's some nerves right there. But because I know for me, I'm more of a. I feel like I could do it just like rapping. I felt like I could do it until somebody gave me a beat and told me to actually go do it. Don't feel it, go do it. And just like freestyling, I feel like I can do it, but that practice element and like getting it out. So for me, it's like I hear it in my head and I'm doing a form of freestyling because I'm still typing. And but like to go off the dome and like no phone to type and remember and like just go, it's just like God damn, that's gonna be scary. But
You got to know your music. You got to know your music.
right, right.
Yeah.
That too. So it's just like me. I'm just learning put in your 10,000 hours. Just like my producer, Nick, even Hardy, like they put in like every single day. So every single day, I'm writing to a song. Every single day, I'm listening to beats. I'm uh Rick Rubin, listening to interviews with him about how he goes into studios and helps artists produce and just create that creativity and trying to tap into that so then I could come off the dome quicker and be more fluid with it. So it definitely still is a learning process.
Yeah, that's dope, and that's great that you sharpening your skills on studio etiquette and writing aspect. That's real dope that you're actually putting the work in and the time to get
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, because there's a thin line between I feel poetry and rap. In poetry, that's why I started first. Poetry came first, like elementary. Like I was writing middle school. I was always in English honors. That I never had a problem with. So that element of that rhyme scheme, the more I learned about poetry of I don't know, haikus and stuff like that, the more I took that and just put it to rap. And it helped me more with my poetry because I would turn a rap into a poetry or vice versa. So for me, it's harder to get off my poetry because there ain't no beat. You just hear me, and I'm like, "Whoo, shit!" Like y'all listen to something personal with a beat. It's like I'm still telling you that same personal thing, but that beat is like kind of like being liquor fuel. Like you drink a shot and you got that confidence, that liquor confidence. That's the same thing. That beat gives me that confidence where I could push off the emotion and the attitude I got with it because the beat is helping carry me. So everything is a learning process, and I try to intermingle the two. So I take any and everything and just try to feed that back into the art.
That's dope. That's dope. So, what I was going to ask you, have you ever heard of La Russell?
Nah.
So he's an artist out of Vallejo.
Okay.
He's blowing up real big right now, but he started off doing shows in his backyard,
And
and I learned a lot from him in the independent area. How do I sound your side? Do I sound good?
yeah, yeah, you sound good, clear.
Okay, because I hear a little screechy. I'm like, I don't know, that's gonna be in the video. Um,
I know
but
there's cars passing by over here.
how do you want to approach it? Are you looking to get signed to a label, or do you want to do this independently and put the work in?
I kind of want to do it independently. Um, Depending on if I get certain label offers, I would love to see what they look like. Because again, I learned, I watch when people are engineering and doing their stuff. I'm looking and watching because I'll be on the app if I can't afford or have time to go to a studio. Then I'm doing it on my app, Band Lab, Beat Stars. I'm writing my stuff on Beat Stars with the beat, so I'm watching and learning as well. So I would definitely love, of course, backing and support behind that because of the promotions and stuff. A label will help with that, but at the end of the day, how much of my music in me is going to be left for consumption? Like, are you going to try to change me, switch it up, do this, do that because you didn't gave me however much incentive? So I definitely want to try to do it on my own, and that's going to take a little longer. But I'm gonna still be me at the end of it. So again, just kind of roll with the punches, see what comes out, see what's available. But right now, I'm definitely doing independent, working with Hardy, um, getting whatever we can out there. So then, if a label does decide, I got some type of catalog, some type of following. So if I can do that on my own at the first stage, and then have a label come in and see what they talking about, then yeah.
So are you like making those word videos and doing TikToks and dropping content on your Instagram and TikTok
No,
and all that every single day?
no, that I'm not doing every single day. Definitely got off. I was at the beginning more of my first business, my personal chef business, and then just honestly, just social media just got a lot, especially at the start of COVID. People dying every which way for whatever reason, whether it was a gunshot, COVID, something happening. Houston has been on the news for so many things in these past 3 years, and it's just be like it just gets too much sometimes. But I definitely need to jump back on there and do more TikToks or uh, intros to my songs and stuff like that. So I've definitely promotional wise definitely need to start dropping more, make my music YouTube page and stuff like that. So it definitely could be a lot better to help push it and do the TikToks and stuff like that. I could definitely do more.
So have you put together on the business side of things, have you copyright your name or started an LLC or any of those things yet?
So what I did do, I do have an official iTunes. Hardy helped me with that to get the Bad Habits song on there. It's the uncut version, but definitely LLCs and all. He has that. He started that, but for the music aspect for me, I haven't started because I don't even know Sarah. I've been trying to see if I'm feeling
Hey,
my
you,
name and everything. Like, so
mhm,
it's just like damn, because I don't want to patent it. And I ain't feeling it.
right.
So it's just kind of again beginning stages of just like, is this good or not? Kind of that almost up imposter syndrome. You know, again, I didn't go up in no hood or whatever. Can I be a rapper and all that? So all those questions still pop in my head, which is why I feel like I slow down on the promotional side and the getting the LLC and all of that.
Well, there's an audience for everybody, and this
Yeah,
is 72 billion people. And people in other countries, they don't think about gangs and this, that they that's ignorant. Only
yeah,
here in America we think that that's something that we should be a part of, but
yeah.
ignorance is bliss. So
Right,
but I think you should go for it. I think you should take it a lot more serious, and if you're going to do it, you got to put your all into it.
right,
You got to go 100%. 6 videos a day, going live, interacting with people, networking. That's just the marketing side. Then on the
Yeah.
business, you need a. I'm about to give you some game. I should be charging for this right here. This is some game. So you need a sound exchange. You need a
Okay.
sound trust. You need a BMI account, which is going to be your distributor, who's going to
Okay.
distribute your music to all platforms.
Mm.
Then you can go on this app called Even once you got fans, and you can sell them your music directly to them for whatever they want to pay for it.
Oh shit.
So if you only got 100 fans and you
Mm.
charge $20 for your album or $10, that's ten
Yeah.
thousand dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay.
some news you can use. You know what I'm saying right
Yeah.
there.
No, for real.
And with the LLC, you can do that through any court building, or you can do it online. I would go to a court building and do it, and
Okay.
then I would go to the city hall and run an
Mm.
ad in the pages to see if anybody has the same name as you, and
Got.
copyright everything. That
Okay.
way, you're protected. You know,
Yeah.
and because somebody else could see your name and be like, I'm about to go copyright that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And they could take your whole situation. If your music isn't copywritten, you need to
Okay.
go do that because somebody could listen. I could listen to your song right now and go remake the same song, rap every word you said, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I've thought about that too, which is another reason why I'll be like, I don't want to put my music out, or even scammers. Or I've had like two, three DJs saying they from 97.9 or some radio station or podcast or something, and then be like, oh, send me your music, and then tell me after I sent it, be like, okay, this is the cost for it, blah blah blah, and I'll be like, I've been scammed too many times. I'm not sending nobody my money, but I didn't already sent you my music, and that's going, of course, going to piss me off. And I send the same two, three songs to everybody, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I can still prove that this was mine. So even if I don't get nothing back, I'm like, you still stole it. Rap it again. What was this about? And I'm like, I
Facts.
got what on BeatStars, they told me I started 102 songs this year. So I'm like, and I got more. So I'm like, you know what? If I have to take that L, I'll take that L. But that's why another reason I'll be like, damn, like I ain't got nothing like copyright, didn't buy the beat yet or whatever. So it's just like, yeah, all that stuff I need to get on top of because I
You
don't
know,
want nobody stealing my
when
shit.
when I see an artist invest into themselves, it tells me that they're serious.
Yeah.
Over here on my podcast and my platform, I'm trying to push the culture forward because I feel like a lot of the other podcasts are taking us back to slavery days.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
show a lot of love. I reach out to a lot of artists, and we're growing pretty fast. I do these live interviews. Then I'm gonna take them, edit them down, and redrop them again on my main page, so they'll
Mm,
all get liked.
yeah.
Um, you know, I'm not gonna play that game. I'm growing fast. I'm getting bigger, but I'm not gonna play the pay to play game. I'll
Yeah.
figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out a way that it can work out for me and work out for the artist. Because as I grow, I gotta get paid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts.
But most people, most artists are not willing to invest into themselves, and that's why their careers don't go anywhere.
Yeah. And I don't mind investing. I just don't want to get scammed. It's just be that I don't mind giving you $20 or however much you ask for. But are you really gonna play my song or whatever? And you can't tell me you gonna put me before Drake and Nicki Minaj. I'm like Drake and Nick. I'm gonna be in the same list as Drake and Nick. That don't make sense to me. That's not the math ain't mathing to me. So even though I pay you $30, you gonna play me after you didn't play Drake and he didn't been on. So to me, it's like that safety protection stuff. And then I don't hear nothing else from you. You tell me send this or whatever. Like, I don't know. I need confirmation. I need to know that you serious, that I'm not wasting my money that I could have went to the studio with or could have
Hmm.
went A, B, and C with. So while I'm not doing as much as I could, I'm doing what I can. So again, Hardy Prodigy, when he be like, hey, you got a song? Hey, we got this set list. Hey, come on stage with me. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. Like, I appreciate him because he's helping me like get that to learn. Or hey, I'm gonna buy this beat for you. I'm like, well, damn, thank you. Like, shit. Like, let me do something. So he really do. He really helps me until I can get to the point to where okay, I'm gonna buy my beat or do A, B, and C.
He's doing some good managing.
Yeah.
So what was it like shooting your first video?
So technically, my first video was with Hardy on his goodbye letter. That's how we met. He was like, "Hey, can anybody here sing?" I was, and we all looked at him like, "Nah." And he really looked like directly at me, and I was like, nah. And I was the only female in the room. And I was like, I could write the hook for you, but I can't sing it. So I wrote it, and he was like, just go try. So I sung it, and he liked it. I was like, all right. He liked it. It took me a minute to find the pitch. And then we did that video. And we linked up at my uncle's where he was buried to do the video. So that was technically my first one, but the first one for my song, I don't know if it really fully hit me yet. Maybe when I see it on YouTube and it's done, and then the fact that I can't remember his tag name. I'm gonna have to send you his tag name. But this he got a new dude to record. Dude was telling us about power shots and setting up and his ideas. I loved it because he was like, he was serious about it.
Yeah.
So I've seen past dudes do it, and they had their phone and their camera. It was kind of more like a side job. Or like, yeah, I could do it because I got a stick that stretches in my phone. But this dude was like, no, I got a van, I have an LLC, I have, just like you said, invest in your craft. And he was like, while I'm more interested in movies, he was like, I can do music videos. So I have movie mindset, but I'm making a music video. So to me, that was still great.
Yeah.
So to just to do it and hear his input, his intent to me, I love it when you tell me what we doing and what this shot is called and what angle is this, or telling me to act and do little things like here. So it was definitely super cool to like be like, damn, I have a song that is not only complete, but then I have a feature on it. And now I'm doing a music video. Like I got dressed after work and got done cooking, smelling like steak and salmon and shit. And I'm over here in my outfit ready to do a music video at a bar. Like they allowed us to record there. So it was just right now it was just a dope experience, but I'm sure I'm gonna feel a different emotion when I actually see it on YouTube. Be like, damn, like that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's cool.
I can't wait to see it. I definitely want to see it. I want to see it from the aspect of him being a movie director and
Yeah.
shooting a video. It's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be
the
dope.
transitions and stuff he was talking about. So I can't wait. I can't wait. And I just love the theme overall, just of, again, poetry started first with me. So the theme of it is we it's like a poetry session. So we
Okay.
coming in, but we rapping. So it's like, damn, the song's called Bad Habits. So just introducing our bad habits in like a poetry way, and just how he had everything set up is just like us walking in like a movie thing. It was cool layout. So again, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So on a segment we just started this. I think Hardy was the first one to do a freestyle.
Mhm.
Would you like to rap?
Sure. Well, yeah, sure. Let's try this.
Let me hear some. Let me hear some.
Um, Copper vest for your aim. The bullets are domain. Thoughts that remain are killer. Read this brain. Autocorrect when I speak. Watch the lava that I leaked. Hot fire that I ah. Mm. Copper vest for your aim. The bullets are domain. See, that's what I got to work on. Like them nerves.
Look, if you
Like,
gotta put, you using your phone, so you can't read the phone right
oh
now.
yeah,
Now,
I can't even read the phone. So that's why I'm trying to
yeah.
like I'm trying to go off the dome of a. That's what we was talking about. Like, know your music, know your shit. Um, fuck. Let me see. Let me
Do you
see.
remember the verse to your new song that you just did?
Oh yeah. All right. Ninth grade, I had to have it. Researched all the ways to grab it. YouTube telling me it's magic. Big cuts has it in his mattress. Probably no, but he unbothered. Gotta be a drug worth having. So I put 5 on it. 20 twin was an apple. Hiding in the school bathroom staircases. Band practices to release these bad habits. Breathe it in, exhale the sadness. I should be like Roger Rabbit. Bug out for the carrots. With the green or pop, I green the black when I touch this fire. These drugs are required to leave this plane and to make it through these days without drowning live. Why? My mind when I'm off it. Any moment I could off it. Take the cherry and I pop it. But fuck it, was the lighter. Puello Quello, high off you like yayo. Pass the joint potato. Fry my brain, no pain though. Uh, take these drugs cause I say so. Devil on my shoulder wants to smoke. Laced with angels. Uh, Changalang, changalang. Is this change enough to buy a little drink? Hey, changalang, changalang. Can I get a dime bag or maybe an eighth? Damn. Changalang, changalang. Need a pop a pill, got no money in the bank. Oh, damn. Changalang, changalang. I need a little something to take away my pain.
Oh,
And
that's
that
what's
was
up.
our bad habits.
I like it. I
Definitely,
like it.
definitely want to work on freestyling, even freestyling my own shit on top of the dome. Like, what was that song or what was this to
I like
recall
your
that shit?
singing too. I think you should do more singy type songs. Like when you was getting into the melody part, I was
Yeah,
like, damn, she got that Dage Loaf. You know what I'm saying?
bad. I love me some Dej Love too.
I would
It,
try to write some songs, not singing, but the way you were
yeah,
harmonizing, the way you did that style. I
yeah.
would use that. I would run
Okay.
with that.
All right, bet.
Yes.
Like you, well, not like you said, but again, I first time when I was coming out, it was just like, or starting to rap, it was like, you don't really have a rapper's voice, or da da da, or like throughout life, I could be humming it somewhere. You know, you can't sing, right? I know I ain't no Beyonce, I can't sing, but a lot of your favorite rappers, female or not, cannot sing either, but
No.
you love them. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, I'm
Don't let the haters stop you, man. Do your
yeah.
thing.
I'm getting the stage where I'm like, well, fuck you. Like, regardless, like, again, if I, just like you can't blame a fat person for going in the gym. Me, I'm going in the gym. I got to start somewhere. So it's
Right.
just like, damn, like, they got to start somewhere. So you can't make fun of them of being in the gym. Well, so yeah, my vocals, but the more I practice, the more I learn, like, it'll get better. So it's not just downright like tone deaf, like, damn, it ain't that goddamn bad. But
No,
yeah,
I like what I just heard, and I think your voice is great. I think you being a little too hard on yourself. Just do it. Just
it's hard not to.
you
Damn.
can't be your own judge and jury. You got to let
Yeah.
the people. You know, a wise man told me it's not about what you say about yourself. It is really about what the people say.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't toot
Facts.
our own horn when we did.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. So man, I enjoyed this. I think you got a lot going on. Whenever you finna drop your music video, I want you to come back on here so you can talk about it and we can get it in. We can listen to some music or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
be starting a Friday show where I do freestyle Fridays and I let up and coming artists and I play their music and so we got a lot coming on this page.
All right. And you definitely gonna make me work on, not that I didn't want to work on it before, but you're gonna make me work on my freestyling so I could be ready the next time.
Yeah. And look, write you down a list, write you down a goal list, and just
Okay.
start knocking that shit out
Yeah.
one by one. Write you a chart. Say what I'm gonna do today. All right, I need to start doing this. And you know, if you got time, try to put pre make content,
Yeah.
and then be ready to drop it on your Instagram, and
Got you.
start dropping it every at least 6 videos a day.
Okay.
Find your algorithm, which times work better for you when you put them out, because you're gonna
Hmm.
notice some gonna do better than others,
Yep.
and start pushing your music.
Okay. Bet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make some clips out of this, and then I'm gonna start reposting all the interviews in January.
Okay.
January 1st, I'm gonna start redropping these interviews. They're gonna be all edited and everything, so it'll be dope. And I'll send you some clips out of this one, and I'll send you the
Yeah,
freestyle.
definitely send me the clip where you was giving me some good game. Definitely send me that one.
Yes, yes. And we're gonna do it again. So I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna shut this one down and we're gonna have her back soon as she drops that video. We're gonna come
Yes.
back on here and we're gonna talk about it.
Yes. Bad habits. Hardy Prodigy.
Yep. Is there anybody you want to shout out or
Again, my two top main people, Hardy Prodigy, Nick, especially Nick, wouldn't even got it to this spot without him just running up on me at a poetry show.
right.
Definitely, of course, trying to think of different artists at the top of my head, but those are my main two that
Okay.
I really want to show appreciation for because they got me a long way.
Yeah. So shout out your social medias, let people know where they can find you at.
The official underscore Sarah CRA on Instagram. Once you hit my Instagram, definitely hit me. I think I have it in my tag. If not, I put in my bio for TikTok and stuff like that. But definitely more to see, more to come, learning, growing, and we all gonna learn and grow together.
I was trying to repost something off your page, but it wouldn't let me because
Okay,
you got it. You got it where you got to take that privacy off.
got
Make
you.
your page public
Okay,
so your fans could, so people could just find you. You know.
yeah. Okay,
Yep.
bet.
Yep. So this is the News You Can Use podcast, episode 18, and I'm here with the lovely,
So, Ra,
and she's gonna be
Houston,
back on when
Texas.
she drop her video. I want y'all to tune in. I want y'all to like, subscribe to this channel. We just hit 1,000 views today. I almost cried my eyes out because it's moving so fast. I just started this podcast a week ago. I'm on
Damn.
episode 18. So we moving.
Damn, a week ago.
A
That's
week ago.
crazy.
I
That
started
means
my
it's needed.
YouTube. Hey, hard work pays off. That's just all it is. Work ethic is everything.
Yeah,
Um, we had almost 500,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, and the page is only a month old. You know what I'm saying? And this
man.
podcast is a week, like literally 7 days.
That's badass. That's
Yeah.
badass. That means it's definitely much needed in the community right now.
Yeah, it is. And this is
Yeah,
for the people, by the people. This is for the culture. So, we got to do it for our people, for real, for real. We
yeah.
got to take back. I'm tired of seeing other people uh, being able to narrate what hip hop is.
And they're not even hip hop.
No, they're not. So it has to go back to the people that started, and that's us. And
Yeah,
everything we do, they take it. So we not gonna let that happen. We're gonna do something about this. So
yeah.
y'all
No
come to the News You Can Use podcast to support a black owned business.
facts.
And I'm gonna have you again, and I'm gonna sign out, y'all.
But thank you, thank you.
Yep, yep.